That child still lives within me. Meri Kaahani Meri Zubani. Let me start with a song. ये दौलत भी ले लो, ये शोहरत भी ले लो, भले छीन लो मुझसे मेरी जवानी, मगर लौटा दो बचपन का सावन, वो कागज की कश्ती, वो बारिश का पानी, वो कागज की कश्ती, वो बारिश का पानी। रिम झिम बारिश बरस रही थी। मुझे याद है, when I was 2 years old, I got down from the taxi when I reached Mumbai and a place called Vasai, which was supposed to be in a village. So I remember that morning when I got down from the taxi, it was a beautiful sight where there was this big pond of water and a cross at the center. I was just 2 years old and I still remember the scene so clearly. So Biji came to Mumbai to a place called Vasai, where my dad was staying, and I was in Kerala for 2 years after my birth. And two of my sisters were also in Kerala. Myself and my elder sister, just the two of us, were brought to Mumbai. So Mumbai was a dream place for me right from the beginning. And I was very happy to be reunited with my father, who was working in Mumbai, and he wanted to make lots of money, and he wanted to be different from the people in Kerala. So that's the reason why I had come to Mumbai. And I still remember the time. There was a lot of excitement within me, and as I saw this new place, I was excited what friends I would be making, and I was excited at what was happening. So though it was raining and there was lot of muck all around, I had to put my feet into the muck, but my mind was on the beauty of the rain falling and seeing this big pond. And as I entered into that new house, which was a chawl where there was a common veranda. And when I saw the common veranda, I felt so happy. I said, I'm going to have a lot of friends who's going to stay very close to me, and we can play in the veranda and have lots of fun. And there was a tree just behind the building, and we all children would gather and had lots of fun in my childhood, climbing up the trees. And as I was the fourth amongst all the children, I was considered, or rather treated, like a boy, because my dad wanted a boy. पहले ट्रायल किया लड़की, second trial किया लड़की, third trial किया लड़की, fourth trial was me. So the only option that he had was to give me pant and t-shirts, and I would be like a tomboy running around and doing all sorts of masti, all sorts of crazy things. I was crazy then, I'm crazy now also. So that's why I say that child still lives in me. I had hair like Sai Baba, and I was dark. So I was constantly criticized by my friends, but at the same time, I was a leader. And I would take all the people in the neighborhood with me, and we would play lots of games and lots of innovative things. We even used to cook, and especially in the rainy season, we would go to catch fish. That too, there was this stream that was flowing out from that big pond, and we all children would go there and take a cloth, and we would just catch the fish and put it into a bottle and give it one grain of cooked rice and keep it in the bottle at home. So that was my connection to nature even as a child. And in the school, I was always looked upon as an achiever. I wanted to come first in class, but I tried, but I would be somewhere second or third always. But I was the pet of my teachers because I would always satisfy them and make them feel happy and reach up to their expectations, ask questions, not why questions, why not questions, and I would get answers from the teachers as well. All my teachers loved me and I was in great regard of them. So there's this Biji who's not so good looking. In fact, she's been criticized for her looks, and everybody calls her Sai Baba, bird's nest, because I had hair like Sai Baba, and people would wonder. They would ask me, "Are there some eggs in in your head?" So I was very much criticized, and I felt that I am no good because I don't look good. But I was pretty proud of my achievements, whether it was in the field of curricular activities or co-curricular activities. I was a good sportswoman, and I had headed my school in the kabaddi championship, and of course we lost, but at least because of me there was a team that was made. And I remember it was an inter-school competition at Don Bosco School in Vasai, and I was from St. Anthony's Convent, and it was fun. I didn't mind losing out. I said, at least I reached here and I had this experience of meeting so many different people. And I remember a friend of mine, her name was Doris. She had given me her t-shirt to wear because I didn't even know that there are formal clothes that have to be worn for a kabaddi match. Neither did I have shorts. So she was the one who gave me all this, and I still remember her with lots of love. So, as I was a very friendly girl, I had a lot of friends, and it was fun. I also remember the time with my friend Shirley in 10th standard. We would sit outside our school. St. Anthony's Convent is a very beautiful place in Vasai, a little remote towards the sea, and there's a lot of place behind our school, and I used to love that prajakta tree which was there in the center, which would give beautiful smell. And we had this Marathi chapter on टप टप पडती अंगावरती प्राजक्ताची फुले बिर 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 त्या तालावर गाणे आमचे झुले. And I used to love it and see those flowers falling down and get the fragrance of the flowers. And we used to go behind the school where there was a little place where a lot of trees were there, and myself and Shirley, we would sit there to study for our examinations. So one day I got a 1 rupee coin. So I just took that 1 rupee coin and I buried it deep inside the soil. And I said, to our remembrance, maybe one day we will come back to school and we will, dig out the mud and see if that 1 rupee is there, the symbol of our friendship. I haven't gone back, but this memory is etched in my mind. And my teachers were very beautiful, and they always expected me to get distinction, but unfortunately I just got 71%. And of course, after getting 71%, everybody was disappointed with me, but I didn't mind much about it. I felt a little bad, but then it's okay, gone. I just moved on, and I decided to join Sophia College, that is at Pedder Road. So by the time I had shifted to Borivali, and in Pedder Road, we had a lovely time, 11th and 12th science, and going out, bunking, going to Benzers and Amarsons was a real good thing. I did not bunk much, but with friends I went there, and it was an all girls college, and that's what my parents wanted, to send me to an all girls college. So obviously I wasn't that happy with that regard, but otherwise I was pretty happy with Sophia College. I got a first class in my 12th standard, and then I decided to join some other college because I wanted to do physics. It's people who are intellectuals will definitely do physics. That was told to me by many people, and that's what I believed. So I wanted to take physics, and hence I came to this beautiful college, the sweet lady Mitibai. So after Mitibai, I Started paying more attention to my studies, because I wanted to prove myself, and it was pure studies, studies, studies. That's it. I used to enjoy spending time in the library. I always was a library person. I would sit there and study for hours together, because I wanted to complete my graduation and start working, so that I could get some money for home and to carry out my own expenses. Well, what happened after that, I'll tell you in the next episode. That child still is awakened within me. It still lives. So मेरी कहानी मेरी ज़ुबानी सुनेंगे आप नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में. देखते रहिएगा.